About the Porah Aduma, the red heifer, and it begins. The Torah quantifies the Porah Aduma, the red heifer, Zos Chukas HaTorah, and as Chazal tell us, based on the pasuk, Shir Hashirim, Shlomo Melech has said, "Rechokim mimeni." There's something which is even beyond me. Although he was able to fathom and understand all the statutes, which are not rational laws, Porah Aduma was rechok mimeni. It's beyond him. It's beyond his grasp. And therefore, when the Torah says, Zos Chukas HaTorah, this is the ultimate statute. Zera hi melefonai, v'atorah asher lahara achreo. It's my decree. You're not even permitted to reflect on it, to try to understand it, because it's an impossibility. Meaning, whatever you're going to come up with, it has no relevance to speculations, because it's not within your frame of reference to come upon its truth. Therefore, don't even begin reflecting on it. Rashi cites Chazal, which is stated regarding other chukim, that there are a number of chukim which the nations of the world, they deprecate us, and they criticize us, and they mock us in terms of the foolishness of these laws. They say it's totally illogical. What's so illogical about the Porah Aduma? Because it's mitame esatorim and smtaras atmeim. It purifies those who have a level of impurity which nothing can remove that impurity other than the Porah Aduma. Every other level of contamination, spiritual contamination, if one immerses himself in the mikveh, he's relieved. This is something the Porah Aduma does not relieve him. And yet it's mitame esatorim. If a person transports the solution, the afer, the ash with the water, he becomes contaminated. So is it something that purifies it, or is it something that contaminates? Chazal tell us there are a number of other things which the nations of the world, they aggrieve us and they look at us with this jaundiced eye because they don't understand. What are they? Kelaim betzitzis. The Torah tells us that normally a Jew is not permitted to wear a combination of wool and linen. What happens if you have a four-cornered garment that's made of linen and you put woolen tzitzis with chelis into the four corners? Not only is it not a sin to wear it, it's considered a mitzvah. That's the mitzvah of tzitzis. Gedilim taseloch. You should make fringes on that four-cornered garment, although you're creating a combination of wool and linen. They say it's totally illogical. If wearing the combination of wool and linen is something contrary to Jewish spirituality, why, if you put fringes on its corners known as tzitzis, why does that permit it? Another case, the Torah tells us that a woman is a menstruant if a man has relations with her. The husband has liability of kore, spiritual excision. She touches something, it becomes contaminated. Yet the Torah tells us that a woman who's given birth to a male, after the seventh day, although she continues to menstruate, if she goes to the mikveh, she's permitted to husband. She doesn't contaminate any longer. So the question is, if menstruation causes contamination and creates such a liability for the husband that it causes an excision, excises him from Hashem, why is it permitted? And it's a mitzvah. A sister-in-law is normally an incestuous relationship. That means it has liability of kores, whether she's a divorcee, whether she's a widow with a brother left over children. But yet the Torah tells us if a man dies childless, not only are you permitted to marry the widow, there's a mitzvah. It's the mitzvah yibum, levirate marriage. So the goyim, the nations of the world, with son says, but it's totally illogical. It's inconsistent. If it's in its essence, it's toxic. It's something which is lethal for your spirituality. Why in this context is it permitted? The answer is, it's my decree. It's a statute. Within the context of human reference, frame of reference, there's no way even to come upon it. Shlomo, through his unlimited wisdom, was able to come upon every statute. Except Porah Aduma is the ultimate statute. Zos Chukas HaTorah, Gzeri Mufonai, V'atorah Shoy Lahar Achreo.